Wow.
Happy birthday, Timber Puppers!
Happy birthday.
And anybody else who happens to share a birthday today of July 10th. And if today is your birthday, you happen to share your birthday with the following people. Will Smith, pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. You thought I meant the other Will Smith. He turns 34. Thomas Ian Nichols, who played Rookie of the Year and a kid in King Arthur's Court. And apparently he was in the American Pie movies. He was very forgettable in those movies. He was like the third best friend or something like that. But yeah, he turns 43. James Rolfe, that's right, the angry video game nerd himself. He turns 43. As well as Jessica Simpson also turns 43. Gwendolyn Yeo turns 46. Chiwetel Ejiofor, probably butchered his name, but he played Baron Mordo in the MCU, as well as Scar in the recent Lion King adaptation. He turns 46 as well. Sofia Vergara turns 51. Gary LaVox of Rascal Flatts, he turns 53. Gail Harold, who has been in several things, including Queer as Folk, Deadwood, Desperate Housewives, and Grey's Anatomy. He turns 54. Peter DeStefano, guitarist for Porno for Pyros.
Oh, Porno for Pyros.
Oh, you've actually heard of them.
Yes,
I picked it just because it was funny.
No, they do have a few mainstream songs. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well, he turns 58. Alec Mapa, a gay Filipino-American actor, has been in several things. He turns 58.
Oh, he's Bayut.
Jackie Chung turns 62.
Oh, I love him in the Rush Hour movies.
No, Jackie Chung. It's a woman.
Oh, I love her in the Rush Hour movies.
Don't think she was in that. Neil Tennant, a singer for the Pet Shop Boys, and also the namesake of David Tennant. He came up with his stage name after the singer for the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh, I love David.
He turns 69.
Oh, my
nice.
gosh. I love David Tennant, the 10th Doctor.
Yes, indeed. Arlo Guthrie had turned 76. Arthur Ashe, former tennis pro, who was 49 when they passed away. If they were alive today, they'd be 80. Robert Pine, a star of Chips, California Highway Patrol, is also the father of Chris Pine. How did that happen?
He's the one that wasn't Eric Estrada.
Yes. He turns 81. Jake LaMotta, famous boxer. He turns 90. He was 95 when he passed away. He would have been 101 today. He's also the main character in the movie Raging Bull, played by Robert De Niro. Nikola Tesla is a famous inventor. You know anything about Nikola Tesla?
Oh my gosh, he is the greatest. He's like inventing rock superstar. You know, he was gonna he lit the World's Fair, and then Edison's like, you can't use anything that has my patent on it. No lights for the World's Fair. So Nikola Tesla invented a whole new kind of light bulb.
Woo!
Just so that he could do the World's Fair. Well, I'm sure there was more to it than that. But yes, he was an amazing inventor. An actual inventor, not like Edison.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was 86 when he passed away. If he were alive today, he'd be 167.
Oh, also he had a thing for birds, too.
Oh, yes, that's right. He did.
Yeah. I was one of the ones that shot laser beams at him.
Adolphus Busch, brewer, best known for being of the team of Anheuser-Busch. He was 74 when he passed away. If he were alive today, he'd be 184. And lastly, a bit of a hometown hero for me, James McNeill Whistler, famous painter, painted his mom sitting in a rocking chair.
She was in that Mr. B movie.
Yes, she was. His painting was in that movie. He was also 69 when he passed away. And if he were alive today, he'd be 189. Also, while doing this research, I was finding conflicting things saying he was either born today or tomorrow. So it's possible his birthday is actually tomorrow, but there was a source that says it was today. So I am going with that, just because when am I going to get a chance to mention him otherwise? Anyhow, it also on this day, the following historical events happen. So if your birthday is today, these things also happen on your birthday. In 988, the city of Dublin is founded on the banks of the River of Liffey. Or Liffey, I'm not exactly sure which. I may be part Irish, but I do not know. In the year 1040 or 1040, Lady Godiva rides naked on horseback through Coventry, according to legend, to force her husband, the Earl of Mercia, to lower taxes.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody else in town was on board for that one. For either reason. Either they want to lower taxes or they're like, hey, you go, girl. In 1847, skipping ahead quite a bit, Urbain Lelevre, probably butchering his name, and John Couch Adams, co-discoverers of Neptune, meet for the first time at the home of John Herschel. It's hard to believe. Two people who both discovered something at the same time had never met until then. In 1850, Millard Fillmore is sworn in as the President of the United States, replacing Taylor. I believe Zachary Taylor. In 1866, indelible pencil is patented by Edison P. Clark in Northampton, Massachusetts. Hey, somebody from our home state there. In 1890, Wyoming becomes the 44th state of the United States with the first female suffrage. In 1892, the first concrete paved street is built in Bellefonte, Idaho. Bellefonte, Idaho. Ohio. Thank you. In 1919, Dutch Parliament approves women's right to vote.
Yay.
In 1929, the U.S. issues newer, smaller-sized paper currency. So yeah, pretty soon we'll be at the 100th anniversary of, I would presume, the size of paper currency as we know it today. In 1933, the first police radio system is operated in Eastchester Township, New York. In 1934, the first sitting U.S. president to visit South America, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, is in Colombia.
Oh, I did an audiobook about FDR.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Also, the National League pitcher Carl Hubel strikes out Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Al Simmons, and Joe Cronin for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game record for consecutive strikeouts. The American League still win at 9-7, though. Still, it's pretty amazing. In 1949, the first practical rectangular TV tube is announced in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh.
In 1958, the first parking meters are installed in England. 625 are installed. It's a lot of parking meters.
Yes, indeed. Sometimes I don't put coins in them.
Well, I mean, yeah, you swipe your card on them now, don't you?
Right. Sure. Let's just go.
In 1962, Martin Luther King Jr. is arrested during demonstrations in Georgia, and Telstar, the first geosynchronous communication satellite, is launched. In 1964, the Beatles release A Hard Day's Night, their third studio album.
And I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. Okay,
yeah.
That's it.
Next, the following year, the Beatles' VI6 album goes number one and stays number one for 6 weeks, which I think is kind of incredible. As well as the Rolling Stones scores their first U.S. number one single with I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
Dun, 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 dun. Was that a...
I can't get no satisfaction. Then in 1967, Bobby Gentry records Ode to Billy Joe. A single goes on to win 4 Grammys. In 1976, Chuck Berry begins 4-month term in prison.
No. 1979.
Oh, 1979, what did I say?
You said 76.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, I've been waiting for that one because that's the year I was born.
Oh, 1979, Chuck Berry begins a 4-month term in prison for $200,000 in tax evasion. Pay your taxes, folks.
Yeah.
Then in 1981, Escape from New York, directed by John Carpenter and starring Kurt Russell and Donald Pleasance, premieres in the United States.
Yeah, that one, one of the big bads in that was Shaft. What's his name? Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
There you go.
He played the Duke of New York.
Yeah. That is It's a fun movie, folks.
Yes.
Go watch it.
If you're a fan of Metal Gear Solid, why haven't you seen this movie yet?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yes, that is they were fans of this franchise. And when they did the sequel, Escape from L.A., like, Kurt Russell had not aged.
Yeah.
He looked amazing.
He did not age for a long time.
Yeah.
In 1981, CERN achieves the first proton-antiproton beam collision, and Walt Disney's Fox and the Hound is released.
Oh my gosh, the Fox and the Hound with all the furries.
Yes, definitely, probably the reason why many people are furries
But
these
don't
days.
forget the time traveling with CERN. I learned about that through the Steins game.
Yes. In 1982, Miguel Vasquez makes the first public quadruple somersault on a trapeze.
Amazing.
In 1985, Coca-Cola announces it will resume selling old formula Coke.
Yeah, nobody liked new Coke, probably just because it was new. People say it was gross, but honestly, it's probably just because it was a new thing.
I had speculated that they did that intentionally as a marketing stunt.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really
like,
buy
hey,
the conspiracies.
here's
like,
this new flavor we're going to try out, and if you don't like it, we're just going to say we're going to bring back classic Coke and rebrand it as classic. Make people like it even more.
It's a neat story, but it's just too many steps. I don't think.
Also, on that day, Playboy and also Penthouse published nude pictures of Madonna.
Yeah, back then she was living in a material world.
Indeed. And something I thought was a fairly odd bit of news. 1990, Andrew Dice Clay cries on the Arsenio Hall show.
Yeah, he was a stand-up comedian known for his shock comedy.
Oh!
Yeah,
Hickory dickory dock. 2 mice ran up a clock. Oh!
Yeah, there's more that I could do, but I don't want to ruin your video.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh.
In 1991, Boris Yeltsin is sworn in as the first elected president of the Russian Federation. So yeah, I'd always heard the name Boris Yeltsin growing up. Not realize he was the first elected president of Russia. In 1998, the Roman Catholic sexual abuse case. The Diocese of Dallas agrees to pay $23.4 million to 9 former altar boys who claim they were sexually abused by former priest Rudolph Koss.
Why is this even on the list?
It was newsworthy.
Yeah, I grew up in the Catholic Church.
Indeed.
Needless to say, I'm no longer part of the Catholic Church.
Yes. Yeah, they don't let furries in there.
Yeah.
Maybe they do. I don't know. In the year 2000, Coldplay releases their debut album, Parachutes. Grammy Award Best Alternative Album for 2002. I have no idea why it took 2 years before it won Best Album, but there you go. Then in 2002, the 10th ESPY Awards, Tiger Woods and Venus Williams win. In 2011, British tabloid News of the World publishes its last edition after 168 years in the wake of phone hacking scandal. In 2012, the American Episcopal Church becomes the first to approve the right for blessing of gay marriages. About time. In 2015, the Confederate flag is taken down for the last time from South Carolina Capitol grounds 1 day after the state legislature ordered it removed. Not a day sooner, huh?
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's
Progress.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully, more people down there agree that is progress. In 2018, Drake surpasses the Beatles' record of most singles in Billboard's Hot 100 with 7 against their 5 from his album Scorpion.
Get over here.
As well as the original sketch of Winnie the Pooh, 100 Acre Wood by E.H. Shepard sells for £430,000 in London, a record price for a book illustration.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. And then in Real Madrid was forward Cristiano Ronaldo joins Italian championship Juventus in a deal worth £99.2 million, becoming one of the 4 most expensive players of all time. And finally, in 2019, the earliest evidence of modern humans outside of Africa found with 210,000-year-old skull from Epidema Cave in southern Greece is published in Nature. And Taylor Swift is named the world's highest paid entertainer by Forbes, earning $185 million in 2018.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, those were all things that happened on this day. So if you happen to share your birthday with our Timber Puppers here, can you show the picture there for the folks at home?
Oh, yes.
So yeah, if you happen to share your birthday with Timber Puppers, then hopefully you enjoyed this video. So yeah, Timber Puppers, hope you got a happy birthday today. So glad I got to get your picture at Anthrocon. Wish I got to get a picture together with you, but say la vie. Hopefully next year. For everybody who's looking forward to our Anthrocon review wrap-up video talking about what happened, we'll be getting to that hopefully this Friday. We're both recovering a bit here still. But yeah, I figured I'd wear my couple of my new badges here. Down here, I got my new Red Panda badge and Certified Con Goer, as well as the new shirt. I got last year's theme of Aesop's Fables. I'll be wearing this year's shirt theme for the next video. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll hopefully see you on Friday.
Don't you know somebody that knows Timber Puppers?
Yeah. Don't you know Timber Puppers?
Yeah, it's Lionels.
Yes. As well as maybe you should let this person say hi.
What? This person knows nothing. This is not a person. When are they going to find the furry skulls? Huh? They find the human skulls. When are they going to find the furry skulls?
Hopefully
when
not
are
for
they
a long
going to look
time.
under my bed
Oh
and
my.
find all the furry skulls?
Oh my.
All right. Oh, wait. It wasn't Fursuit Friday.
No, it is Monday.
Fursuit Monday!
Yay! Bye-bye!